Hello, Chargeback Army. It's Terence from Chargeback Forward with another Resident Evil 2 Ghost Survivors Chaotic Shit Show run through. On this episode, we are going to be focusing on my successful run of Runaway. And as you can tell by how things started up, this particular run was done when I booted up the PlayStation 4, and that is the only time. I'm not saying this is my first attempt at Runaway by any stretch of the imagination, but it is the first time and only time of all of these that I've done up to this point anyways, where I turned on the PlayStation 4, and that particular run was a successful one. Okay, and here's Catherine Warren. This is the first time we really get to see her in a main Resident Evil game, other than being dead on a table of this weirdo police chief Irons. I think that's his name. Anyways, giant prep. Alright, and of course with Ghost Survivors, things are a little different, and there's a chief on the ground. Note over there just saying, hey, new zombie incoming. So around this first corner here, we have a zombie there, and some well-placed shots, which you can tell those were not. But there we go, I kind of got lucky with a critical hit to the skull. Now, here you have two different types of bullets that you can switch with the R1. The one that I just hit, I don't even know what to call this guy, white zombie. That type of a bullet is powerful enough to definitely slow down the movement, and it's not impossible to kill those zombies with regular caliber bullets. It does take a considerable amount of time. So I've gone and taken care of that backpack zombie, and you'll be seeing consistently every one of these slot machines. I will exclusively be getting that ammo right there. As you can tell, one shot knocked him down. Not sure if he's dead. I don't think so. May hear him growl in a second, but who cares? We're just going to open that door and leave. Now over here we have a downed backpack zombie and 3 dogs running up, and with the powerful round gave him one shot to kill him, and then jumped right in there and grabbed what I needed from the backpack, which is the flamethrower. And the key, of course, to get out here. So we're going to open this door and mash the button to get to that so we don't get jumped. I'm going to address that machine in a second. Now here, obviously it's rush hour, and obviously people were not exercising social distancing. So there are several techniques of how to address those zombies with the flamethrower. I prefer to get them in that pinch point and get as much damage as possible for as least amount of fuel in that flamethrower as possible. So right now I'm looking around to see if I was successful in downing the backpack zombie. It's a little dark here, so it wasn't that easy to find. But that's okay, as you can tell, as I've downed most everybody, so I'm not in a position where I could be pinned. Now as you see, there's actually still someone coming out, so we got 4 zombies, but as you can tell, we got a bit of a lack of backpack that I'm seeing anyways, just running around trying to get close enough to these dark blobs on the ground to see if one of those is a backpack. So at this point I've pretty much put together, I know where the backpack is, and it is still on the bus. And as we go on the bus, we'll see I actually got the guy before he even got off. So I'm going to grab that fuel, and up ahead we're going to have 2 white zombies that, under the best of circumstances, you can take care of them. Oh boy, oof, that was close. With 1 shot. Well, at that time I did not, but I was also able to get by before the white zombie exited his slowdown animation and would have sped up and grabbed me. Going around these zombies, you open the door and immediately walk. Do not run, as your dear friends the Lickers are worse than senior citizens living in your apartment building or condo with nothing better to do than complain every time you sneeze or fart. Alright, I'm going to take that knife to get the key, and again, just going to continue that nice, simple walk, because we really want to avoid not 1, not 2, but 3 Lickers in the basketball court. Going to use the key to open this really weird lock and not start running to him through the gates. So we're going to round the corner here, and there's going to be a handful of zombies that are going to animate. But the only one we're going to be concerned with is White Zombie, with one shot from our high caliber rounds to get by him. Surprise, surprise, high caliber rounds are procured from the slot machine. Now this is where things get very different, if I'm remembering this correctly, versus how a lot of people do this. So going around this corner here, you want to take your high caliber round and aim about head level at that pipe, as one of the guys is going to come into it. I actually got really lucky and got both of them with just those 2 shots. Now, that usually doesn't happen as the second zombie meanders to your screen right, and with the speed and frame of animation, it's definitely hard to get a good bead. So I took the knife and gave a couple slashes there, as I really wanted to make sure those guys were done, as in previous playthroughs I have been attacked under these circumstances. So I've moved forward just enough to generate this dog, and as you can tell, if you shoot it before the end of that lighted area and that path, it's not going to be any good. So usually, we try to use the high-powered rounds to take care of that guy, that dog, and then the others 2 that come. What I found is when you're switching, it ends up looping you into a reload animation that doesn't allow you a lot of time. So right off the bat, I'm in a very different situation, as you can tell. I'm in no rush, just chilling out on top of a trash bin. And I don't have to worry about that trash bin being on fire, because pretty much everything in Resident Evil 2 Remake is gold. From what I'm hearing, I wish the same could be said about Resident Evil 3, but considering how long it takes me to get around to games, you can expect, if there's going to be any footage from that game, probably sometime next year. Alright, you can hear the dogs barking off screen, but I'm in no rush to get them to come around the corner. And I'm taking my time, just hoping I can generate. So there goes one. I gave it a very nice shot and actually downed it, so I'm pretty happy about that. Still using the irregular rounds, as the high power rounds are literally worth their weight in gold, probably times 10 in this mode. Again, I still believe there is another zombie dog, and there he is. And I ended up killing that one too when I was jumping through the air, so that was a good shot. Still doing okay. And I think the dog count is right, so we're just going to go through. As I was saying before, if that first dog, if you shoot it before this point here, you're just going to waste a round of ammo, so you do want to be patient with that. Now, around the corner and down the steps, as of course you'll be recognized as the reverse journey that Claire took in the campaign. Oh, I missed one of those very precious rounds, but that's okay. The second one did the job. I am through the gate. Now, as you can tell, this area, as we've seen previously, is, from what I believe, more populated from before. And out in the distance, where I had my reticle on, was a white zombie with a backpack. And in that backpack is a key. Now, you can get through this part and theoretically clear this game, or this mode, if you don't have that second key, but I found that it is quite the shit show to try without. So doing a little bit to lure, trying to hit this guy from a distance, because I should tell he is in a pack of zombies. And that last shot was really unfortunate. It didn't kill, but luckily the final high power round I had was able to do the trick. So now I'm just creating a bit of space to go over to the backpack. Thank you for the old key. And as you'll see soon, that was worth it. And if you noticed over there on the right, there was a white zombie. I just like putting that HU in that. And their animation is, it's a higher frame rate. It's very unsettling, and if you do hit them with the high-powered rounds, they do the opposite. They go the other direction, and they are stuck in a slower animation loop. What I'm doing right now is I'm just assessing what I have in inventory right now, knowing that things are about to get crazy when I go down here. So we have 2 zombies, and what we're looking to do is, no. Oh, okay. That kind of worked out, not how I was expecting to dodge that zombie. But coming down to the garage level, there is a regular zombie, my favorite old creepy zombie, Creepy Joe, with apparently a low total hit point, so I am trying to tag him with a regular round. And there he goes. Now we do have the white zombies, which as you can tell are very fast, so I'm being very considerate to where they are, so I can make my way around, giving myself enough room. Getting that backpack, getting that second old key, which is going to be very effective. Alright, we're making our way towards the final section, and I just wanted to make a brief mention to the fact that Catherine is running in high heels the entire time. Gotta love video games, and especially what she's wearing is about as impractical as possible, but, you know, it's not like she was prepared for the situation. Okay, so I've decided that, you know, since we're not in a situation where we have a high degree of getting poisoned, other than from the white zombies, I'm going to concentrate just on a full health. And we've gone through that door, and we still have one old key left. Now let's get the flamethrower out. And you want to go down this path just enough for the doors to open. Now you're going to turn around, because all those zombies are going to come out. And we're going to make our way around the corner. I'm going to give this zombie some flame love. And there was a Mr. Raccoon in one of those cells over before, but I had actually previously got that, so not really particularly worried about it. Not sure why I'm avoiding that that slot machine there, whatever you want to call it, because there are some stuff maybe I just deemed it not worthwhile, but I am going to try to go through the remainder of my fuel, and oh, there another white zombie as we are getting some of our enemy combatants coming around from the original way. So again, not sure why I didn't go to that slot machine, but I've used my knife, and we got flaming zombies everywhere. And of course, in typical fashion, when I do these run-throughs, things get really hectic right at the end, as you can tell. Bodies flying all over the place, but got out of that one relatively unscathed. Runaway was a campaign that took me a while to, or a run that took me a while to get. But there you go, Catherine is reunited by the douchebag reporter. And unlike Robert Kendo's conclusion, I could not give two shits. But I caught a couple useless masks there. Thanks so much, guys, for watching yet another Resident Evil 2 Ghost Survivor Chaotic Shit Show run-through. I'm really enjoying doing these, and there still are a couple more on the way. So, again, as you can tell, not a speed run, not a no damage run. But fun all the same. It's been Terence from Chargeback 4. We'll have another video for you very soon.